The team over at Camp Team Games finished remastering all their games, and recently, their itch.io hit The Penjikent Creatures got updated, and I think it's probably the best browser horror game out right now. The voxel style of the game seemed like a cool way to stylize a horror game. It's free, doesn't require download, and you can play it on your browser. So with that low of a barrier to entry, there's not much for you to lose. Aside from maybe your sanity. What caught my eye was the inspiration behind the game. I can recall many games, if any, especially horror games, being influenced heavily by Central Asia. And anytime media has real world inspirations, it adds that much more to the creepy factor, personally. Some of my favorite horror movies are inspired by real life. Knowing that the events being portrayed are possible, even if exaggerated, creeps me the hell out. Looking into the Penjikent murals, which are name dropped in the game and title, I found out Penjikent is a real place, and it was an ancient 5th century city that played an important role along the Silk Road. Relics and murals from this place have been uncovered, but I couldn't find much on them being haunted or having some sort of paranormal history. If I'm completely wrong about that, and just didn't look hard enough, do let me know. I only did a quick search to familiarize myself with where Pandacan is located. And here we get our first look at the character design in this game, and I think the best way to describe the design, maybe just the feel of the game, is eerie. Every interaction lingers on just long enough to make you feel like something is going on behind the scenes. And I don't know if you notice here, but the pace of the dialogue changes throughout the game, with some sections feeling intentionally slow. It's definitely unsettling. In this game, you're playing as a passionate archaeologist who is making their way to the outskirts of Long Creek County to get in contact with one of the last remaining descendants of the Smithman family, who, in 1876, played a key role in excavating many historical sites in Penjikent. Their descendants are still in possession of artifacts that were uncovered there, and you're dead set on seeing them with your own eyes. The setting is starting to remind me here, at this point, of Resident Evil 7. It's an old, run-down house in the middle of nowhere, and to kind of harp on it a little more, this place is definitely eerie. You can tell that there are secrets to be uncovered. The design choice to have you continue the conversation, making that an option, is something that I love about this game. It makes me want to replay the section, and I will. I will only be showing the first couple minutes, 10 minutes, and the first ending that I got, as to not spoil the rest of the story. But I love that design choice because it makes me want to go back and see what would happen were I not continue the conversation. What if I just stopped there? How would the game change if I didn't try to force answers out of this woman? Going into this creepy, claustrophobic attic only makes me feel more justified and confident in comparing this game to Resident Evil. And I think placing the safe right at the entrance of the attic, making sure that you're now on the lookout for clues and ways to open this safe, is a really interesting way to get you even more immersed. I will be exploring everything in my path to make sure that I don't miss a potential clue, which I think is an amazing way to make sure that I'm giving this game all my attention, so when the scares come in, they hit. I don't think that bit of dialogue was supposed to be intentionally funny, but it got a chuckle out of me. It felt like the MC we're playing as is just so dedicated to finding this mural that they don't care that they're probably in one of the creepiest places anywhere. Like, they're quite literally in the middle of nowhere, like at a stranger's home. And here we finally get the reveal of the mural, and man, the way that the cover just kind of slides off is so cool. You get to see just how haunting this piece looks. Oh, chef's kiss to the developers. Getting into the journal here, we uncover what I think is the second clue that I found in this playthrough, The first one, I'm considering the first little lamp with the similar shape as our first clue. And I feel closer and closer to kind of figuring out what's in the safe. Do I know what the purpose of the safe is? Not really. If there's any other clues aside from that little shape in this journal, I couldn't tell you. I don't think that's legible. Like, I don't think I could read that. This section here with the creature, whatever it may be, is absolutely horrifying. The slow realization that this creature does not exist within just a mural or within pictures and is perhaps watching you more closely than you are watching it, it's terrifying. I love this part of the game right here. And this reveal that it's living alongside of you. Perfect. Finishing up the first section of the game here, I am rushing to try and find more clues, hoping and praying that whatever I find in that safe will save me from my demise. It's not looking too good. But the mural has changed, and I have a map now. So not all hope is lost. If I can just get the light on, I might have a chance of getting out of here alive. I guess not. But confirming the clues that I uncovered and where exactly they go on the save all but guarantees that I will be replaying and coming back to this town and this house more than once. But I'd love to know your thoughts. What do you think? Are you going to be checking it out? Will you be trying it out? Did you find it as interesting as I did? Let me know in the comments.